So I'm back and I'm excited to be with you because I wanted to show you what I've been working on with this stamp set called Healing Hugs. And it is so pretty. I absolutely love it. So this set you'll find on page 110 in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. And they've got a little information here, and they've also got a video about this. It is called the Distinctive line of stamps. And I'm sorry about that, and somebody's now texting me, but we'll just let that go. So this just basically means that this is more of a photorealistic image, both this rose and these leaves, and you'll see as we start stamping with them. So it gives you some tips right here. You can stamp with one color, which is what I did in this card, which was, I think this was on my blog yesterday. So this is Grapefruit Grove and this is Lovely Lipstick. And it's just one color each for each rose. And then the leaves are just stamped in Granny Apple Green. But what it also says here is that you can stamp and color the image or layer ink onto the stamp with a sponge dauber, which is what I have done for these cards that we're going to do today. And then you will get more of a look like this, or the ones that I'm going to show you. So I just absolutely love this, and I was excited to show you this. So in all my confusion with all of the Facebook issues, I forgot to introduce myself. So this is Patty Bennett, and I blog at pattystamps.com. And I am excited to share this amazing look with you that you can achieve with this Healing Hugs stamp set. Here are all the colors that I was using yesterday, and all I used were ink pads and my sponge daubers. And what I always do when I'm experimenting with a new stamp set or color combinations or whatever is I make myself sort of a little cheat sheet. So here you can see I just stamped in one color. So Calypso Coral, Mango Melody, Daffodil Delight, and Grapefruit Grove. And they're beautiful. It's how I made this card. And they are gorgeous just as is. However, look at the difference of when you ink up the stamp with the ink pad and then you sponge dauber another color on top. And it really gives some added definition. So these are just a few. These are just 4 different ways that I did this stamp. And then I experimented even more on these cards. So you can we'll take a close-up look a little bit at some of them. And you can see what I did is on each card, I stamped 2 of the roses right onto the card front, and then I stamped a second one on a scratch paper, cut it out, and added it to the card. And I kind of wrinkled it up. I'm going to show you how I did that so that it gives some dimension. And I'm not sure if you can actually kind of see that dimension much, but I'll show you how I did that. And then you will be able to make these yourself because these are just so super pretty. And I also added on each one, I stamped and cut out and added another set of leaves, or sometimes 2, just to give some of that added dimension there. So let's look at how I did these so that you can do these as well. So just Whisper White cardstock. And we can just start with, anything. Let's see. Let's do Grapefruit Grove. So we're going to ink in Grapefruit Grove, and then I'm going to grab Poppy Parade as the color that I use for the sponge daubing. Is that really a word? Daubering? Sponge daubering? Okay, so we're just going to ink in Grapefruit Grove. So I'll show you the difference. So let's just do Grapefruit Grove. So that's how it looks just in Grapefruit Grove. Now let's look at the difference. So we ink it, And then we take the corresponding Poppy Parade inked dauber, sponge dauber, and we get some ink on it. And then where I chose to put the ink was sort of around the bottom edge, fading a little bit towards the middle. And then I just did sort of a couple little random spots up towards the top. So then if we stamp this, look at that difference. I think this is just amazing. I think it is so beautiful. And thank you everybody that is commenting on this Facebook Live. I'm so glad you're enjoying this. I hope it comes across on camera as pretty as it is in person. It really is gorgeous in person. So for the leaves, I did the same idea where the ink that I used for the lighter color is Lemon Lime Twist. And then I've got Call Me Clover for the darker one. So let's just look. If you just ink it in Lemon Lime Twist, you get that. But if you ink it in Lemon Lime Twist and you add a little bit of contrast with Call Me Clover, look at that difference. So isn't this amazing how beautiful that is when you get those extra colors on there? I just think it's really amazing. So then the other thing that you can do is you could take a dauber and get a third color, and you could just actually add more color in there. I did that on a couple of these. I think I did it on this one. I added some mango just to the background of that one. But I think this is so fun, and you can just play with all different colors. Just get tons of colors out and play with them. And you could even do blues and purples. You can do, you know, whatever colors you like. It's totally up to you. And by the way, it's probably off camera, but I do have my chamois over here, my Stampin' chamois, and I am just cleaning off my stamps with that. I love that. It's such a great new product. So then to make these dimensional flowers that I did in the center, I just cut them out with paper snips. And then my first step was I pushed in the middle. And if your hand is kind of warm, it actually helps kind of mold the paper a bit. And then I took my bone folder and I curled backwards on the outer edges of the petals. And you just have to be careful with what kind of pressure you're using. Of course, you don't want to rip your whole flower. Okay, so that way it's dipping down in the center and it's kind of having this arc that comes out that way. And then what I did was in the center, I put adhesive. And then around the edge, I did dimensionals. So I did several. Okay, so that would be good, that many. And then when you pull the backing off and you press down, the center is going to sink down in, but it's going to keep this outer ridge a little bit elevated. It's going to stay up instead of just getting smashed in your in the mail. And then another thing I tried was I had used the center of one of the flowers, and I was thinking you could even layer a piece like that behind there if you wanted to. So lots of different options for layering the roses and the leaves. We'll just look again real quickly at those. But quick and easy, and just I think they're just really fun. I hope you enjoyed that. It's such a quick and easy tip, but I think they are just lovely. I really should catch up with, I'm sorry I saw a bunch of comments going by, but let's see. So Donna said grapefruit and coral. Of course you can do grapefruit and coral. In fact, that's what this one was. So here's the difference. Grapefruit and coral, grapefruit and poppy. Big difference. The more contrast between your two colors, the more vivid of color and difference in color you're going to see, because grapefruit and coral are fairly close. So then you're not going to see as big of a difference. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's what I had for you today. And oh, just the only other thing that I wanted to point out was when I went to just finish off these simple cards, I grabbed Daffodil Delight, Pineapple Punch, Real Red, and Grapefruit Grove, and I just held each one on the different cards until I saw which one I liked best, and that's how I decided how to layer them on. So do experiment with other colors, and I could have layered it several times, but I just wanted to kind of get a feel for how these would look as they were all finished off with a folded card. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Sharon, Linda, Sam, Donna, Heather. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you all enjoy it. So again, it's the Healing Hug stamp set. It's on page 110 of the Stampin' Up! Catalog. It is available in clear mount or wood mount. And if you do not already work with a demonstrator, you can go to mystamporder.com to purchase it. The clear mount is 146530. If you work with a demonstrator, contact your demonstrator to order from them. And if you need a Stampin' Up! Catalog, please let me know. I'm happy to help you with that and add you to my customer list if you don't have a demonstrator. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. I have some fun things for you this coming Tuesday, so I hope Tuesday at 2 p.m. you'll be able to tune in. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.